Welcome to our presentation, Print and Digital, More Powerful Together. This is a series of quotes and comments from me, Yvonne Pran, and Effective Church Communications. Now here's what it's all about. This short presentation was not created to deny the power and usefulness of digital communications. Not at all. But because many churches, nonprofits, and businesses are not getting the responses they want in either traffic, attendance, or sales, we need to look beyond digital only. Many of these groups are forgetting the usefulness of print, and in response, this short presentation will share with you a number of quotes from studies and publications that will show you that print and digital really are more powerful when used together. So let's get started. Here's our first quote. Direct mail outperforms all digital channels combined by nearly 600%. When I first read that statistic, I must admit I did not believe it because it was quoted by a company that was selling postcards. So I looked up the study, read it in detail, and found out that yes, that is true. The study went on to say that the value of such a large difference in performance, and this is what it means by outperforming. It isn't just do you get it out there, do people see it, but notice the little comment here, the number of people who actually call, buy, or take whatever action was advertised illustrates well the mistake of assuming the popularity of social media means social media is the most effective way to advertise to get people to respond. No one denies that social media is extremely popular today, but do people take action on it? And studies show, and there will be a number of additional things that will help you see that social media alone is not the solution if you actually want people to respond. After reporting the response rates, the larger report went on to discuss the need for a variety of media if a company wants customers to buy its products or respond to its offers. Here's our next quote. And this, I think, will help explain part of the response. People receive so many digital messages all day now, while their stack of mail is getting smaller and smaller. A direct mail piece stands out. It gets noticed, it gets read, and its offers and coupons get used. One of the most effective pieces of direct mail that you can create to do this is a postcard. Postcards are almost always at least glanced at, and if they interest the people looking at them, they're posted on the refrigerator, which is still communication central in every home. No social media post has that kind of continuing exposure. We don't print off a cute Twitter quote or something from Facebook and put it on the refrigerator. We just don't do that. We think, oh, well, I'll remember it. I can go back to it, whatever, and we don't. But a postcard is on the refrigerator to constantly remind us of the event or offer. The next quote. According to marketing experts, there is a new resurgence of print marketing from forward-thinking business people who recognize the revenue potential of direct mail ads and other print promotions. In a crowded online market in which users are bombarded with banner ads and display ads, people are becoming jaded by internet advertising. Print is becoming a legitimate alternative. It's harder to ignore print advertising, particularly something like a postcard, because you have to physically handle it even if you're going to throw it away. You just can't help but look at the message. But people today, oftentimes, we just don't even see banner ads or online advertising. I know I just ignore, I sort of block out of my view many of them. You can also opt out before even seeing them, and many people do that. The next quote. These days, marketing is all about digital. We're emailing, blogging, tweeting, and Facebooking our little marketer hearts out. So direct mail, the kind the postal delivery person puts in your mailbox, remember, must be dead in the water, right? Wrong. Direct mail is alive and working well, thank you. Many of our clients, including those in high tech, are recognizing this, and direct mail is going through a renaissance. They may have maximized their online spend and need to find another channel, or they may enjoy such a high response to direct mail that it's added to the mix from the start. Either way, the results are highly satisfactory, and direct mail is becoming a staple in their marketing plans. Direct mail doesn't have to be large and expensive to be effective. And by the way, let me say, you can create your own. You can design it, you can print it, you can get it done. You can create your own. Don't think you have to do some really fancy thing. To continue with the quote, the U.S. Postal Service found that postcards are the mail format most likely to be read or scanned. It may be that postcards don't take much time to read. This means that to be effective, the prospect needs to understand your offer within seconds of glancing at it. Image, date, time, location, cost, and why bother. That is all you need on a postcard. Think mini billboard. You want its destination to be the refrigerator. So just design it that way. It doesn't have to be fancy. People do not show up to things because of your phenomenally gorgeous graphic choices or your innovative use of typography. Just give them the facts, get it out there. And be sure you put all the information on the same side. Unless people have a transparent refrigerator, you can't put half the information on one side and then half of it on the other side. You can put a teaser, something like that on one side, but then all the facts, everything that they need to respond, make sure that that is on one side or the other. So again, when it's posted, they'll see it. The next quote. Though it is easy to get caught up in the complexity and power of digital communications, we must constantly remind ourselves that these incredible innovations and any that are to come are only tools. The power doesn't come from the tool or media. The power comes from the message. And at the end of the day, always go back and ask yourself, what is the value of my product, my ministry, my service to my audience? When you can answer that with confidence and excitement, you will find the right channels, the right mixture, the right tools to share them successfully. And now let me end with this quote, which I think is just an excellent summary and advice for all of us. Maybe it really isn't about print or digital first, but leading together side by side. The mantra of the web has always been more powerful and successful when it is collaborating, not competing. Why compete with each other? Why should any product go first when both can cross the finish line at the same time if they work together? The smart answer isn't putting digital or print first, but to put design and usability first, using each product for what they do best and let them do it together. So much more, of course, could be said on this topic, and I hope that you will check out my website, effectivechurchcom.com, for lots more training and resources to help you create effective print and digital communications.